Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I'm Clarissa Kenty, your Kingdom Concierge. Happy Monday. It's a great day, guys. It's been beautiful all day. I had a chance to kind of get out and check some things out and see what was going on. So I love that. And it was just a great day and had a productive day as well. It wasn't your typical Monday. So happy Monday to all of you. Hope that your day was blessed and fulfilled and full of everything that you desire and want. So we were not here last week. It was Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day. Thank you for your service. And those of you who served in the armed forces, thank you for all that you did and all that you are doing and all that you are going to do. We appreciate your service and everything that you've done. Prior to that, guys, we had the book signing. Ooh, I had so much fun. We had maybe about 50 plus people kind of coming in and out. We had floods of people coming in and to slow down and to come back in again. And so people bought books and they got chair massages. They got a signature tea, me tea. They were able to get some amazing pain cream from PK Fitness. Peggy Keebler, the body artist, has a brand new pain cream that works and it's really good. So we already have people purchasing that. So a big shout out to all of those sponsors. We had the Latricia Fifi Redmond, who came in and gave us a solid hour of amazing melodic sounds. Woo, it was good. The whole day was amazing and people are still talking about it. They really had a good time. So I'm so glad that you came out to support me. And those of you who've reached out to me, you said you want to go ahead and get a book. I still have books on hand, just a few, because you guys almost sold me out. So I still have a few books on hand. So get with me. I'm going to be meeting with some people this week to get their signed copies to them. So just let me know if that's you. Inbox me so I can go ahead and get those books to you. And I'm also going to send some off this week as well, people who want books as well. So thank you again for your support and for your continued support. It's been amazing. Also, this week was brushes and balance. And I know if you follow me on social media and you kind of hang out with me inside the Ladies Room, you've been seeing the different videos that are coming through and I play the commercials. She's been sponsoring the Ladies Room each week up until this point. And so we were really pushing brushes and balance. And let me tell you, it ended up being sold out. And some of you came just by watching this show and I was able to talk to you about that. You saw it in the Ladies Room. You saw the post that we were posting and you decided to come on out. Want to give a big shout out to Alicia's Coffee. I dropped by and they supported and making sure those flyers are there. So there were people who saw about the event there at Alicia's. And so it was just a amazing event. And it was so emotional. People were really moved. People got what they needed at Brushes and Balance. They got what they needed. And I believe that that's what the events curator was all about. Latricia Fifi Redmond, who put this whole thing together, I believe she was very intentional about wanting to make sure that people were in a safe space so that they can have an opportunity to just express themselves and get all those weights off of them that causes anxiety and stresses and all this other stuff. And so I believe that that was achieved this weekend. I met a great friend who was one of the facilitators, Dr. Vicki Johnson from Maryland. I got to meet her, hang out with her too. So she was really good, man. It was just awesome. And then of course, my brother from another mother, Lamar Story, who brought the sound bowls and it just set just an ambiance of just, it was awesome. And then we were able to hear Latricia Fifi Redmond sing a little bit. She sang acapella, she was able to sing and really just start everything off. And then I was given the opportunity to lead the entire attendees in affirmations. And when I tell you, just amazing. And a lot of the art that we saw that just came out of the essence of people, it was different. Everybody was feeling a different way. And so we were able to see what was on the inside and just really produce some beautiful art. It was really, really nice. So guys, thank you so much for coming out. And I want to thank Fifi again for the opportunity to be in that space and to be a part of the vision that she was able to cast. And so it was just really, 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 really great. And of course, go out there to her Facebook page, check out those sponsors. We want to thank those sponsors for allowing that space to be as well and supporting such an amazing cause. Oh, okay. Hey, Fifi, thanks for coming in, girl. Again, good job and a wonderful idea. We certainly hope that you will bring that back. You need to bring that back. I would love to see that every quarter, honestly, because we just need it. People are already saying, hey, I missed that. I hope you have another one this year. So hope we just drop that in your spirit and hope that you can bring that back to Birmingham, because I thought it was really great. Hello, Liz. Liz also was a sponsor for the book signing. She sponsored the Me Tea, which was great. So Liz, thank you so much for hanging out with us inside the Ladies Room here tonight. She is a continued supporter of the Ladies Room as well. And of course, Fifi was a sponsor of the book signing. Perfect Body, Chandra was a supporter as well. And of course, PK Fitness LLC. All of them great supporters, and Allison Sanders with New Year Productions LLC. So guys, listen, again, thank you so much. We got a great show here tonight. We have the beautiful and the amazing Judge Renee Satisfield. She's going to be hanging out with us today, talking a little bit about some things. And I'm telling you, it's going to be great. Let's say, well, what did Liz say? I missed it and would love to come to one. Yes, Liz. I hate you missed it this weekend, but we're trying our best to push Fifi to have another one before the end of the year. So hopefully Grace will abide and she'll go ahead and push out another one for us, because I think it's going to be great for those who missed it. So Judge Renee, hello. Welcome to the Ladies Room Talk Show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes. How are you this evening?
I am doing well. I am retired, so I don't have to do anything.
What did you say?
I don't have to do much, so I'm retired.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
awesome.
Tell me about that. How is being retired?
It's the best thing in a while. I worked 33 years with Social Security Administration, and the last 15 or so years, I was an administrative law judge with them, hearing cases about 500 or so a year, which is a lot of cases. And I was also the hearing office chief judge for the Birmingham office, a lot of pressure. So being not under that kind of pressure is amazing.
I'm sure you feel relaxed and calm. Yes. So now, you have people when they retire, they're good for a couple of months and they're like, oh my gosh, I got to do something. And so they end up doing something else. And I kind of see that you'll probably be that person too. Maybe not going back to the bench, but I can see that you'll probably do something else out there.
Lined up. I got a few things lined up.
Oh, good. So let's talk about the type of work that you did when you were on the bench. And you mentioned some of that lightly, but what were some of the types of cases, if you can talk about that?
I worked solely with the Social Security Administration. That means that the arm of Social Security that I worked with, we handled disability claims, people who were coming before the agency trying to be approved for disability. So all I saw, for the most part, were people trying to get benefits.
Okay. Wow. You don't realize how many different types of benches that are out there. You automatically assume criminal or divorce or something along that line, but you don't think that there are other types of services out there that would require a judge. So that's pretty interesting. And I can see why you probably are good at being retired right now.
I enjoyed it. I love being a judge. Actually was the best job I'd ever had. Wow. But you just reach a point in life where it's time. And I had gotten to the it's time part.
Right. Okay. Good. Very good. So what's next for Judge Renee? I'm interested, and I'm sure the world wants to know.
I am probably going to get a certification and do some part-time work activity, something like mediation or something that I can actually control the hours. I'll probably get the photography business going again. And I'm currently writing a book about my experiences as a cancer survivor, because actually I'm a survivor. So in my talks with God as I take my treatments in the light booth.
Wow. So that's what your book is going to be on?
Yes. I was in the light booth one day. It's really funny. I was in the light booth one day and I could hear God telling me things that other people needed to hear. that
Right.
were going through a chronic illness. And so I have about 35 topics that he has given me. And now that I'm retired and have extra time, I've been writing along a devotional for each topic to kind of encourage people who are going through something chronic in their life.
Wow, that is going to be an amazing book. You know, sometimes we think when we're going through certain things, either we feel like we're the only ones that's going through it or who would be interested. And so there's so many people that are either going through what you've been through or stuck in that process of trying to get through. And they need a Judge Renee to put that book out there to help them read and navigate them through those challenging times. Because different people deal with challenges differently. You are a cancer survivor, so you're able to put what you have experienced during your journey in writing. You are brave enough to do that. Some aren't, but you're brave enough to do that so that when that book lands in the hands of these people, they'll be able to look and say, well, you know what? If Renee can do it, maybe I can too.
That's what my hope is. The particular form of cancer that I have is incurable, but it's very treatable. But it's so rare that you will never run into a person on the sidewalk that's been through it. So it's been very helpful to know through online sources other people who've done it and are living a healthy life like nothing happened.
Wow, that's got to be encouraging within itself.
That's the goal, is to help people out.
Very good. And so you say you do photography.
I do photography and several other kinds of art, but photography is my passion.
Okay.
So I'd like to get I don't know if I want to go back to portraiture. I might, but I really like still life and setting up things and doing fine art pictures. So I'd love to get back to that at some point.
Wow, that sounds pretty interesting. How long have you been doing that?
How old is my youngest? I started about 25 years ago with photography because pictures were expensive. The kind of pictures that I wanted were expensive. So I just learned how to do it myself and took pictures of my babies until they decided they didn't want pictures taken. Well, every now and then I get like Lauren will call me and she'll say, I need headshots. And we'll go out and we'll do headshots. But yeah, they got to where they didn't want a camera in their face after about 6 or 7.
Yeah, you know how that goes. Now they need it again. So that's quite interesting. So you're doing photography. You are an author. You're working on your book. Do you know when you may push that book out?
My goal is the end of the summer, that it'll be gone through publication and be out by the end of the summer. That's my goal. By August.
Okay. And what's the name of it?
It is Hello God, It's Me, Musings from the Light Booth.
Oh, I love the title. Yeah, I love the title. That's gonna pique a lot of interest. I'm like, what? And then grab the book and just be blessed by it. So I love that. Hey, Shavonda, glad you're in the ladies' room here tonight, lady. Good to have you. So tell me a little bit more about some of the things that you're doing. Are you going to get into gardening and doing some other stuff that people do when they retire?
I'm an AKA, and one of our themes for the year is protecting our environment or something like that. And last meeting we were given seedlings. That's what they are, seedlings. Okay. So I have a sunflower and I've planted it, and so far it's still alive. The goal is to try not to kill it. Some of my sorority sisters are taking bets on how long I can keep that alive.
Ooh, and how long has it been thriving so far?
3 weeks. That's so amazing. 3 weeks. It actually has grown.
So what kind is it?
It's a sunflower.
That's my favorite flower.
Well, I'm praying she'll live.
Yes, me too now, since that's my favorite. Hello, Yolanda. How you doing, lady? Glad you were able to pop in here tonight. We're learning a little bit more about Judge Renee Satisfield hanging out with us tonight. We're learning a lot about her here tonight, guys. We're learning the testimony of her being a cancer survivor. She's retired off the bench now. She's also working on her book that should be coming out at the end of the year. So there's some exciting and some amazing things that's happening. And she has a sunflower that we're praying will make it until the end of the year.
Praying over that flower every day.
Yeah. Well, you know, Renee, we in the ladies, we just kind of chat, talk about various things and different things that people are doing, but we also lend an opportunity for people to share and impart wisdom into people. And so if you could at this time, Renee, there are people that I know that have received some diagnoses that haven't been the best. And so they're dealing right now, they're having a few struggles, but you are coming in with such a positive and a wonderful spirit, a spirit of hanging in there, a spirit of God can do it, and so much to where you've written a book about it. Can you encourage those people who may have received a diagnosis within the last couple of months? Can you encourage them to keep going and keep pushing? I'm going to pull you front and center. So take your time and speak to them, and then I'll join you again. Okay.
Okay. The best thing that you can do, anyone can do when given a diagnosis of cancer or the C word or however you want to refer to it, is to take a breath. It's not the end of the world. God is there and he will get you through. That's the first thing. Once you realize that, then, as my doctor said, you can start looking at what's the best treatment for me, what are the best options for me, find someone that can be your accountability partner to help you look for things. My daughter was there for me. When I went to my first appointment, actually, when the doctor told me that I had cancer, I didn't hear anything she said after the word cancer. Thankfully, I had taken my daughter with me. She's a chemist. She understood all that stuff. She wrote it down. And when I got over the shock, we talked about it and she really kind of helped me. So having someone to be there with you through especially in the beginning phases, is almost imperative, and somebody you can talk to when you're afraid, and be available when God sends you people for you to minister to as well. Because what I've found is that now I run into people who have situations that they're dealing with, and I'm put in a position of needing to minister to those people and help them out, which is actually why I started writing the book.
Wow. That's good. I like the fact that you are encouraging people to reach out. Sometimes I'm that person. Sometimes I turn within. And so I won't really reach out or tell people what's going on, or unless they come and ask me. And so what I decided to do when mom passed away this year, I decided to be a little bit more open and to really share with people. If they ask me, how are you? I'm very honest now. And I'm like, oh, blessed the Lord and highly favored, girl. I'm doing good. Da, 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 da. You know, I don't say that anymore. If that's how I'm feeling at the time, if that's what's going on with me at the time, then I'm going to say that. But I'm just not interested in pretending anymore. And I'm not saying that that was pretending, but I believe that people need to be honest with people who are trustworthy, that can have your best interest at heart, who actually care enough to stop, pause, and say, hey, girl, what's going on? Hey, dude, what's happening? You know, talk to me. So to be able for you to encourage people to do that, I think that's very smart, because it takes more people. We're stronger together.
We are.
We're stronger together.
Trying to do it by yourself and carrying it all within you is actually worse for your cancer, or your divorce, or your widowhood, or your whatever you're going through, than if you get some help from someone.
Right.
You don't have to go around and like wear it all over your shirt or for everybody to see, but just have your few friends that are your people that you ride with all the time, and help each other.
Yeah, that's very key. Guys, listen, look out for Judge Renee. Look out for that book. And I'm going to be texting her every now and then. I'm going to say, any chance of you getting that book out a little sooner?
I have an accountability partner who is writing also, and we check in once a week to see what each other has written.
Okay. Well, we want her to stay on you because we want that book coming out this year so that you can bless people. I really believe it's going to bless a lot of people. So we're looking forward to that. So Judge, thank you again for hanging out with us tonight and just sharing the various things about your journey, being retired. Thank you. And guys, listen, put your ear to the ground. This book is coming out and it's going to be life changing. So we're looking forward to that. Any final words tonight, Renee?
Not really. Just be blessed. Everybody be blessed.
Take some
time, enjoy yourself, and be blessed.
All right, guys, there you go. Final words from Judge Renee tonight. Be blessed. And I love that. Be blessed. Stay the course. Let the peace of God reign on you and put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. That's what I got for you tonight. Put it on, guys, because it can really, light and darkness can't dwell in the same place. And if you have that peace, you will have joy. Bottom line. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us tonight and chatting a little bit with Judge Renee. She was a blessing to be with us tonight, guys. And listen, have a great and safe night and a wonderful week. And we'll see you back here next week. Good night.
Step into the ladies' room.